In my whole time I'm being alive, I don't really recall a single time I saw an Indian flexing about being rich in a Lamborghini. Or it's somehow impossible to know a rich Indian from just meeting them in the street, which for other nations, it's not the same case. For foreigners in India, have you ever asked yourself the question of why every time they come to India, they may come flashy with expensive phones and this and all the stuff. And when they're coming back from India, they're suddenly these minimalistic people, spiritual, kind and everything. What really happens in India that it changes people who came from a flashy life to suddenly become simple guys. So a living room in my country, Congo, is somehow flashy. Like you need a very huge TV, big sofas, really nice table, even if maybe you don't use it that much. But you really need to look as rich as much as possible in your living room. When you get a car, the same thing. But coming to India, it changed my mind. These people can live in a living room having a very huge salary, but they will live in a living room where they have without expensive sofas and something which looks almost like a bed, and they can sleep down. They can have cars which can be affordable, good enough just for a family, when they are actually people who can afford the much more expensive cars. Their idea of where money have to be used is completely different from so many other countries. They focus on family and trying to create the well-being of the nation, of your family, of the sibling and everything. When in my country, we focus more on how good do I look and how do I impress the society around. That's where everything literally changes. There is this kind of group in India who they call the champri boys or the nibi guys. They're kind of colorful guys. Their hair, the clothes, they need those expensive bikes, colorful glasses and everything. But in reality, they do not have the money for that. Yet there is another rich father who earns the salary which in a day he uses money to feed a family, which is the cost of what that nibi guy can use in 3 months, but he will use it in 1 day for a family. And yet he's riding a hero bike. And this nibi guy is riding, and that chappy boy is on an ATM. The chappy boy needs not only a good phone to take good pictures, but he needs also a DSLR to take himself glowing as much as possible. And there is another father who is as simple as possible. Me being in India made me learn also how I have to learn to be as simple as much as possible. In my previous house, I used to have sofas and so many equipment which I didn't need for videos and stuff. And after some time, I came to realize that's not how my neighbors live, nor even other Indians around me. They try to simplify everything to only what you need, not to what you can show off around people. And I think that's the only thing which shows how a rich Indian is completely different from a rich foreigner. A rich foreigner shows off everything they have at any occasion which they have. A rich Indian saves his family at every possibility that they can. I think I'm trying to learn in as much as I can to take myself to a better level with my family and my friends, rather than trying to spend things on things which are just a show off. Thank you so much for being here. Catch you next time.